For many Sudanese, Egypt was the preferred destination as they escaped war at home. Now, economic hardship and a crackdown on refugees in Sudan's northern neighbour is pushing some to try their luck in Libya, and even to make the dangerous crossing to Europe. Now in Greece, Ba el-Din Yaqub is one of them. He fled Khartoum when a missile ripped through his home and killed 4 of his friends. In Egypt, Yaqub lived in a small apartment with 8 other Sudanese men. Without proper documentation, he says that, fearing deportation, he was running away from the authorities all the time. Since war erupted between Sudan's army and the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces in April 2023, more than 4 million Sudanese have fled to other countries. Most, around 1.5 million, went to Egypt. Migration lawyers and human rights activists say Egypt has limited entries after a surge in arrivals, and that securing residency, a crucial step to access basic services, has become increasingly difficult. An Egyptian minister denied any restrictions had been placed on issuing residency permits to Sudanese arrivals. However, since August 2023, a deposit of around $1,000 is required. For many, that's unaffordable, leaving them on the fringes of society. Rights groups and migration lawyers said there's also been an increase in deportations from Egypt since an asylum law passed at the end of 2024. Egyptian officials said the government has shown generosity by absorbing so many Sudanese despite economic pressures such as double-digit inflation and a dollar crunch. Yaqub decided to try his luck on the dangerous smuggling routes through the desert into northeastern Libya.
The route of Salum Mountain was difficult, very difficult. The government of Egypt was strict, and the Libyan government was strict. Even the smugglers themselves don't see you as human. They treat us like animals. They pick up stones and hit you.
Yaqub thought Libya would be better. Instead, he says, it was worse than both Egypt and Sudan. A UN fact-finding mission concluded in 2023 that crimes against humanity had been committed in some Libyan detention centres. Yaqub says he was detained, arrested and ill-treated by Libyan authorities and militias. 2 months after arriving, he boarded a dinghy bound for Crete with about 50 other people, mostly Sudanese.
We knew the danger of the journey from the beginning. We know it's dangerous either way. We stayed in Sudan and we were about to die. The same happened in Egypt and Libya. We either die or we make it.
In the first 5 months of 2025, the number of Sudanese nationals arriving in Europe jumped 134% from a year earlier. That's even as overall numbers of people crossing from North Africa declined, according to preliminary figures from the UN's refugee agency. Yaqub arrived to a continent where anti-immigration rhetoric has surged over the past decade, since more than 1 million people, mostly from Syria, arrived in 2015. Such hostility has been exploited by right-wing and nationalist parties, pushing governments to adopt increasingly restrictive policies focused on returns. In recent months, the EU and member states have proposed measures criticized by human rights groups to accelerate deportations and send people to hubs in third-party countries. Nevertheless, Yaqub says he is relieved to be finally safe in Greece and to start thinking about the future. If Greece offers me safety and stability, he said, I will stay.